here on the campus of Prairie View A&M University as the Panthers are literally coming home off the road in Montgomery, Alabama, taking care of business, winning the SWAC 2018 championship. The Lady Panthers doing it the hard way under the leadership and the direction of Coach Vernon Bland. Coach Bland and the Lady Panthers win 6 consecutive games to bring home the SWAC championship for the 2018 campaign. And man, it is electricity here in the air on the campus of Prairie View. Although graduation took place on yesterday, the people are still buzzing and all about as we get ready here. We're going to have some scheduled guests come by to be a part of today's special show, as we'll be having them come in and out throughout the course of the evening. The Lady Panthers able to take care of business, being victorious over Alabama State Lady Hornets, not once, but twice. And with that being said, it's almost time to get this thing going on. If you're listening right now, you can check us out by going to the website, obn-radio.com. Of course, you can check us out by dialing in, and you can dial in on the line, 724-444-7444. We actually had proposed to take care and do some calls, take some calls, but because of some technical challenges right now, we'll probably just have to allow those to come in by way of tweet. You can tweet us at Radio Guy. Radio Guy is the Twitter handle. You can go ahead and send in your questions, comments, concerns, and we will try to figure that thing out to the best of our ability. Coach Bland and the Lady Panthers making their return back from Alabama on the road. Been on the road all day long, but it's one of those trips where you don't mind being on the road when you know that you got mission accomplished. So the next thing would be to prepare for the state, not state, but for the regional, thinking high school here, but get ready for the regional draw. Got a familiar hunch of who we think it may be, but you want to weigh things out and see what's what and what will be, as we are moments away from getting in. I was told that the young ladies were just pulling up. As we mentioned, they've been on the road all evening. This journey for the Lady Panthers started off with a loss on day one. The loss was to Alabama A&M, loss in what I'm calling a controversial concern. We had the score as 4-3, but it recorded as 5-3, and it was due to some type of ruling that I just agreed to disagree with, but it is what it is, and therefore it's going to be what it's going to be. Nonetheless, the Lady Panthers recovered from that, and the next day they were able to take on, and I might add with succession, the start of something truly, truly magical. Victorious over Mississippi Valley, and from there they were able to advance on to take on University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. And once you took care of Arkansas Pine Bluff, the Lady Panthers just really getting in the groove of things as far as the mission at hand. They then were to take on a Coach Barker-led Texas Southern Lady Tigers, who, by the way, had won 9 consecutive Western titles from the Southwestern Athletic Conference softball ranks. And another little side note that many may have overlooked, prior to the Panthers meeting the Lady Tigers in the elimination round. The Panthers were successful 2 out of the 3 times that they met. And lo and behold, the third time was a charm in its 4-game set. So the Panthers end up going 3-1 against the Western Division champions. Now, with that being said, you have to give your credit and your props and your accolades to Coach Barker for the consistency that he has built, and that's pretty sure that Coach Bland would be one of the first ones to tell you that that's where the true legacy of this program will take off. And, of course, he is scheduled to be on our show this evening. We wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for him. So I can almost guarantee that we will hear from Coach Bland, and we'll get a chance to ask him about that cause and effect with the Lady Panthers being able to build a program with this championship, a 20-year drought of this championship, oh, by the way. So, once again, exciting time. See if I can get Mike West's attention here, if he can help me plug this thing in. I don't want to die out in the middle of the show. Mike, if you be kind of to unravel that and hit the back of there, and I got plenty of slots over there. But, of course, we spoke with Ashley Robinson on yesterday and his excitement and everything that was going on. We're here at the Panther Room right now on the beautiful campus of Prairie View A&M University. The actual selection itself will take place at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And, of course, we'll be here talking with checking 1, 2. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Had a little switch. I hope we're still going. So, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Getting a little reinsurance on the power source, and we had a surge. I won't blame Mike West. I won't even call his name out. And but no, everything is, as they say, back to normal with that. But as we were stating, building of a program, it starts with that one. It starts with the championship, and that's the beauty of baseball/softball. All teams are created equal. You get a chance to do. So, Miss Alicia Thomas, Miss Thomas, are you gonna speak to me for a second? Just come say hi, Miss. Oh, look at her. She talking about I was messing with her. I said Happy Mother's Day, and she said, "Well, I'm not a mother." I said, "Well, that means you need to get to work." So she was able to run that out. But as we were talking, the Panthers are on the verge of doing something extraordinary. At least we are hoping it's the start of something beautiful as the Panthers get ready for the building of this program. And I want to remind you that we are live right now from the Panther Room on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. Those who are not familiar with our surroundings here, we're in the northern end of the football stadium, looking right out at the big scoreboard. The west side of the stadium is to my right, and the east side of the stadium to my left. For even greater picture, what those would dub as the home field to the right, and visitor, even though when it's your home stadium, it's all home field advantage. As we're looking, it has become dusk. They got balloons talking about the champs are here, and we want to recognize the excellence of these young ladies doing it the hard way, coming through the losers bracket, able to take care of business. We are awaiting them to unload off of the bus. Once they get off of the bus and they'll get situated, there'll be continuation of the celebration. Of course, you can only celebrate for so long because it'll be time to go out and take care of business. They'll have their selection on tonight, and once it has been determined who the Lady Panthers will face off against, it'll be time to go to work, time to get her done. And we are truly, truly excited. Many of you may have seen, and some have responded to the video that we put out promoting this. We had some technical challenges right now, so what I'm going to ask you is if you have a question or anything you want to go ahead, you want to sit down here and grab a seat and say hello. Can you? Okay, wait, no. We got to do it officially. Yes, yeah. I know. We're going to get you mic'd up here. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead and say hi.
Hello.
All right. Introduce yourself and let everybody know.
I'm Dr. Tanisha Taylor. I am an associate professor of communication in the Department of Languages and Communication, and I am also the faculty director for social media for Prairie View A&M Athletics.
Oh, very good. I am a product of the athletic department and the communications department from KPVU, class of '93. We'll get a chance to talk about that a little bit later. Right now, you just made mention that the bus has been sighted and it has pulled up.
The bus has pulled up. So I will, if you follow us on Twitter, you'll get to see some video of us welcoming home our champions.
And give out the Twitter handle, please.
So the Twitter handle is pvamu Panthers. On Twitter, we're the same on Instagram and Facebook.
Absolutely.
But you'll see the video on Twitter.
You'll see the video on Twitter. And now you only have 1 minute to get the video in, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we're going to do live, actually, so you'll get to hear a lot of screaming and yelling for about 3
now
minutes.
Explain the Twitter live for those who might be a little novice.
So you'll see the link there. If you're on Twitter, you'll actually see it going.
Okay.
Just click on it and watch us.
Okay, now how long do you get when you go live?
We go until we're done.
Oh, so Twitter has no limitations on it?
No time limit.
Oh,
so we're just going to go ahead and pull that up for you.
Well, that is absolutely awesome. Of course, PVAMU Panthers.
Yep.
.com if you go into the website, but in this case, it's PVAMU Panthers on the Twitter handle, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yep.
All right, thank you so much. And lead them right on in to us as we get ready.
Certainly will.
All right, thank you so much, Doc.
Thank you.
All right, once again, the Lady Panthers have just arrived on the scene, back home, if you would, to the home cooking of Prairie View A&M University, the champions. These young ladies have graduated. Some graduated on yesterday, twice. Graduated as a student, then they graduated as an athlete. And so this will definitely be a magical year for those seniors. One thing about it, no matter how old they get, they will always be connected to 2018 as the year of champions for the Lady Panthers. And in particular, the seniors that come to mind, Miss Kyler Ward's Flowers, you have Miss Destiny Williams, you have Amanda Ford, and you also have the likes of Miss Kiana Kiki Hunter. Right now, thanks to Mr. Michael West, they got this thing projected with 3 screens for ESPN when they do the selection show, and we'll be talking and getting it live as it unfolds right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And you heard the doc give the live Twitter feed of PVAMU Panthers by way of Twitter. And if you have any questions that you would like to text in, by all means, send those questions to the number of 979-645-0039. 979-645-0039. We will get your question and ask it. If you want to share or send a message, that is just as fine as well. We had every intention of taking your calls, but because of some technical challenges, which is a part of going live, it will happen. That's why you get there early enough to try to work out any bugs, and then you say, abort, 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 and everything else will come place. Now, I have yet to see what the menu is going to be, but I can assure you anything after you've been on a bus for 7 to 8 hours is going to taste good, sound good, and even smell good. So I know these young ladies are going to come in with a robust appetite, robust spirits, and just a robust time here from the Panther Room on the beautiful campus of Prairie View A&M University. I want to remind you that you can also go back and check out the interview with Athletic Director Ashley Robinson. You can go by way of the website, obn-radio.com. You can even go to our YouTube channel on Open Mic Broadcast Network. That is OPEN, capital MIC, Broadcast Network. That Open Mic, of course, is all one word. It's amazing when you watch these young ladies grow up, watch them do their thing, if you would, to become champions of the Southwestern Athletic Conference in this 2018 campaign. And as they say, oh, it's a great time to be a Panther. And as everything is unfolding, we have been roughly going now for about 15 minutes or so, waiting patiently. Mike, did you get some breaking news or something? They turned the volume down on the... Oh, Mike West over here. Mike, oh, now there you go. He came right back in. Now, Mike, I'm just going to ask you real quickly if you would mic up, because I want to get... I'm always confused with your title, and I know you're working out some things, but if you would be so kind to come and join me real quickly over here. I don't want nobody to trip over anything, and just share the magic and everything that you share here in Pantherland. All right, you good, sir? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Man, I am one Mike Prince to Mike West. I always told you, Mike, I never met a Mike that I didn't like.
Absolutely.
Okay, now what is your title? I mean, you wear many hats. I know you started off at one thing. You've graduated to another. So explain to the good people what it is that you do.
Yeah, so my official title is AV Manager of the university, and so I work in the Information Technology Services Department under the leadership of Rodney Moore. And so essentially for all audiovisual technology around campus, I'm responsible for kind of maintaining that, doing updates, and providing just an overall good experience for the students, faculty, staff, and others who come to campus.
And the community as well.
Absolutely, others and constituents of the university.
Yes, sir. Now, so translation, you are the guy behind the scenes for the video stream.
That is correct.
See, you went all around the mulberry bush, Mike, but I guess that's good. That's good. Now, I've been knowing you for at least a little while right now, so how long have you been a part of the PV family, sir?
Man, a little bit over 5 years now. Yeah, I definitely feel like it's been all my life. My grandfather was a graduate.
Now, wait a minute. I'll just say, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. You say it feel like it's been all your life.
It does. I mean, it's a good thing.
Oh, okay. I just want to get some clarity.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, my grandfather is a graduate of Prairie View. He finished here in, I think, about 56, I think, or so. And then my stepdad also graduated from Prairie View, and his brother as well. And so definitely it's in the blood. And
but you went to North Carolina.
I did. I mean, my life choices after high school took me away from Texas, and so once I decided to go back to school as a 30-something-year-old person.
Hey, that happens, brother.
Absolutely, absolutely. I chose. Well, I was living in North Carolina at the time, and so I did. I went to school there.
So you broke the cycle.
Yeah.
But you got some grace. You got some grace on your side.
Absolutely.
You have a 5-year-old.
That is true.
So even though they're back in North Carolina.
Yes.
They need to come to Texas to go to college.
He will absolutely be going to a HBCU. His mother actually graduated from a HBCU as well, and so it's a good chance that Prairie View is one of those choices.
Well, I need you to make sure that we got better than
you want it on record.
Yeah, on record. Right I want it signed in blood, Mike, that your son is going to be a PV Panther.
Wow, that's huge. I would be very thrilled if my son decided to come to Prairie View.
Well,
I'm just one part of that equation, though. I got to be honest with you. I'm only one half of that equation.
I don't want to say anything that would future incriminate me nor you, Mike, but you need to get on the work, man, and make that happen. No, but
absolutely.
It's been a joy from day one. It looked like we got some visitors. The champs are here. The champs are. Where's the Ali clip when you need them as they celebrate the champions coming in? They're weary, but they're young and full of energy, Mike, so they can make it happen.
Absolutely.
We are live at the Panther Room on the northern hall of the Prairie View newly built athletic complex in conjunction with the stadium. The Lady Panthers have just made it in, and what we're going to do, I'm going to see if Mike would be kind enough to see if we can get Miss Kyler Ward's-Flower to come and be a part of this first series of interviews. Kyler Ward's-Flower, it was a third baseman who was recognized for her defensive paralysis, and she was really part of the cement to help hold this thing together. As these young ladies are coming in, you can hear the buzzing coming up in the air right now. All of these young ladies have played contributing factors and roles with this championship. It was made mention that Coach Bland had a mock funeral, if you would, throughout the course of the season, and was able to put some things to rest, if you would. And because of that, the Panthers were able to carry on and do some magical things here in the conference for the 2018 campaign. They're coming in, getting situated, get that road off of their backs right now. And that can be a rough thing. That can be a tough thing, trying to get the road in and off. They've traveled all the way from Montgomery, Alabama, went there as the number 3 seed of the Western Division of the Southwest Athletic Conference, and walked away the champions. Coach Vernon Bland leading the charge for the Lady Panthers. It was 1998, last time the Lady Panthers won the championship from the softball ranks. And we have heard from A.D. James giving his congratulations to PV Nation. We've also heard from Miss Megan Taylor, who was a part of that team. She's now coaching in the Cy-Fair area. And just, it's one of those things that it brings the whole game back together, and a great time it is here at PV Nation. I want to remind you that the baseball tournaments will be starting this coming week on Wednesday. As a matter of fact, Coach Riggins and the Panthers will face off against the Alabama State Hornets in round 1. That game will be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. on Wednesday night. The Panthers will be opening up their baseball play in the SWAC tournament, held down at the Big Easy, and they will get things sorted out and taken care of. Once again, we are live on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, as we are giving you the pregame, I guess, before the selection process for the Lady Panthers. They'll find out exactly who, what, when, where, and how they'll be. The Lady Panthers have a possibility of 16 regions that will be coming up to their liking, and we'll find out exactly who, what, when, where, and how that will work out for the Lady Panthers. Got some people lining up right now as they're coming in slowly but surely. And come on in. Well, she just, okay, she's just pulling out. That's the Twitter mama. The Dr. Tweet. You remember, are you old enough to remember Rockin' Robin? Oh, okay. Oh, are you calling me a grandfather? Do we have to mic you back up to answer? No, matter of fact, put that back on. Or you call? Hold on, Doc. Hold on. Let me know when you're ready. I won't catch them rumbling and buffling you. Okay. Okay. Are you good in mic'd up, Doc?
I think so.
Okay. Now, what are you saying here? You calling me a grandpa?
I maybe.
You know what? Because I am a grandpa, technically, I guess I'm going to have to say that.
I wasn't wrong.
Are you saying I look old?
Black don't crack.
Black don't crack. All right, then. I'll buy that. I'll buy that for $1. Matter of fact, I'll give you 2 of them since it's Sunday. How about that?
Well, amen.
Well, we might as well say, might well go 3 for the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, right?
You know what? There you go.
Don't cheat me at 2, give me 3. Don't cheat the Lord. You can't be God-given. And even though they didn't give us a championship, we are able to sit here and collectively receive these young ladies as they go away as a 3rd seed, come back as a champion. How about that?
That's amazing. These ladies have worked really, really hard all season. It's been a pleasure to watch them and take pictures of them and post their updates and whatnot throughout the season. So do
you think you'll get a ring?
I don't know, but I'm going to ask.
Since I guess I was the voice, you think I should ask for one too? I was the radio broadcaster.
I mean, why not?
Well, I wear a 12 if anybody's listening right now. Don't forget the 12 over here, right? What's your size? Tell me what your size is, Doc.
You know what? I don't know. I think I'm an 8.
Well, you think you're an 8? See, when you're young, you don't pay attention to that kind of stuff.
That's right.
When you get seasoned, I won't say old, but when you get seasoned, you'll have a tendency to just say, you know what, here it is, y'all, and it is what it is. It's going to do what it's going to do. Once again, we are live here. We're trying to get Miss Kyla Ward flowers. Has she made her way into the room yet?
You know what? I don't see her, but I will go and ask. I just saw Coach Bland a second ago.
Okay, you can get Coach Bland just to say a brief time, but we're going to get him a little bit further down the road. Tell him, when you do him, tell him Big Dog. Can you remember that?
I will.
Say Big
I can
Dog.
Remember that.
Big Dog, say, don't forget to come see him.
I can do that.
And watch a smile come on his face when you call him Big. Tell him Big. Right. You got to say Big Dog. Now, let me hear how you going to say it.
I can say that.
Let me see what
Big Dog wants to talk to you. Say hi.
All right. Thank you, Doc.
All right. You're welcome.
Oh, man, yes, as we said, we're just getting warmed up here. We're roughly about 30 minutes or so from having the ladies' actual announcement come out on who they're going to be playing, what region they'll be playing from here for the 2018 first round. As the celebration begins, Coach Bland and the Lady Panthers making their way in. And as coach or athletic director, Ashley Robinson loves to coin, it's a great day to be a Panther. The Panthers, just for a little bit, just to say hi, then we're gonna get him. I'm not going to. Well, you know what? He can talk a little bit now, and then once he gets set up and gone, there he is. What's up, Judge? You get that mic'd up. We're going to hear from Coach Bland twice because we'll hear from him prior, but then we're going to hear from him once the selection has been made, if that's all right with him. We're waiting on him to get his head wrapped around. You ready, Judge? All right. What's going on, man?
Not much.
Congratulations, boy.
Thank you. Feel good.
Feel good.
Yeah, feel real good.
Hey, that ride was long, but it wasn't that long.
Oh, man, it felt like we got back in 3 hours.
Hey, man.
10-hour ride to a 3-hour ride.
I said 8, so I owe you 2 hours, then. How about that? Well, look, we know the road right now that it took to get here. You wanted to make it difficult, but that's part of the PV way, right? If we're going to do it hard, then we're going to do it right.
That's right.
You come out, and I don't know, but they might be a little upset with me at the SWAC conference because I had to go to the NCAA on them, and I'll explain to you why. Game 1 of the series or the tournament, it's a walk-off fashion. They say we lost 5-3. I said we lost 4-3.
Right.
Bottom line was we lost.
One run. Yeah.
Yeah. And, they was trying to tell me about a continuation. But, Vern, we about old as Pete was a pup, from back yonder's way. And I know what I know. But I had to call the NCAA for reassurance. And they said we were right. But, nonetheless, it didn't negate the fact that we came out of the loser's bracket.
Right.
You come back to play Mississippi Valley. Take care of business. And it's kind of like the pattern if we go back to last year. You start off against Alabama State. Alabama State, you lose, and you come back and play Valley, and you beat you beat Valley, then you lose to Alabama State. It was the same scenario this year. But the difference between this year and last year was pitching depth.
Right.
You had some pitching depth, and the defense was marvelous, absolutely spectacular. You get past Mississippi Valley, and you got to face Alabama A&M. What's your judge speech to the young ladies at that moment?
I had one speech this weekend, and that was when we lost the first game to A&M. I told them that you had 2 minutes to feel sorry for yourself.
Okay.
2 minutes to be mad, 2 minutes to feel sorry for yourself. And, and that was it. We went from there. We left out that huddle, and we went to the bus. We went to eat. We went to the hotel. We just kind of relaxed and regrouped. We knew that we could beat Alabama A&M because we beat them twice during the regular season.
Right.
The same thing happened. We didn't play well the first game, and we came back the second and third game and beat them 12-1 or 11-1, something like that. So,
can I say it like this? Since the games are over now, and I'm the host, you're not the coach. So if they're gonna get mad at anybody, they get mad at me. You the brakes off of them.
Yeah. We
you run through them.
Yeah,
you run through them.
We started out fast. I think we scored 3 in the first inning, and then they scored 1, and then Yaya came up with the grand slam that kind of,
Yeah, it was almost like a nursery rhyme, 3-5-4. That was what the runs were. 3-5-4-0-1. Then another one to slam the door on things.
Yeah, so we hit the ball well, and our pitching, I can't say enough for our pitchers. They, from Vanessa to Ashley to Crystal, they did a job. I think we gave up 18 runs in 7 games.
Bro, you were averaging giving up 2 runs a game on that 6-game stretch. 2 runs a game. That's pitching when it counts.
Right. They came through, and when I had to make a move, it just whoever I brought in did the job.
It was what was needed to be done. And here's the beauty behind this and the excitement for the and I don't want to get ahead of myself for the repeat performance. You had a couple of pitches that you didn't even have to go to in the tournament that you could have used. I was like, well, maybe he's going to flip a little here and flip a little there. But it's always about a gut feeling, right?
Right. I had the feeling I was riding. Those 3 were hot. And once we got into the semifinals and the championship, I didn't know if it would be fair to kind of put the other 2 young ladies in that hadn't been out there. So we just went with the 3 hot pitches, and all of them came in relief for the other one.
Right.
At some point.
But don't you love softball?
And did not give up a run.
No. Castillo was, if I can say, was a gangster in the circle, man.
She and the one thing, Crystal is so positive, and when I put in the game in the championship, the last 2 innings, she came and shook my hand. She said, "Coach, this is for you." She said, "I'm playing for you." And that right there.
I already know that. Where was the handkerchief? Did you have it in your back pocket?
It was,
or did you use your sleeve?
I just kind of blew my nose, acting like I was.
Oh, I know how it goes, Judge. Look, we got 30 years deep. 30 years deep. Now, a lot of people don't know, and I'm just going to make it somber just for a moment. There are so many moving parts behind the scene that people don't realize. The tournament starts Wednesday. You get notified that a former teammate of ours, your homeboy, is no longer with us due to a car accident.
Right. It just kind of showed me how, how short life can be, and also, things, you put things in perspective. Here we are worrying about a softball game, and a good friend of mine, Gerald Cooper, killed in a car accident. And
I'm still, numb, and our heartfelt condolences go out to the family. And so when you get through this, man, and you go through this task, you've gotten past Alabama A&M. Now let's bring on Pine Bluff, who, on paper, somewhat had our number. Right. Okay, they beat us in the series, but when it counts the most in elimination style, you handle them, and you handle them in good poise.
Right. The girls kind of had a little extra motivation because when we won the last game in Pine Bluff, one of the young ladies from Pine Bluff made a comment that they can't wait to play us in the tournament so they can send us home.
Oh, wow.
And so, they gave us some chalkboard material, and I reminded them of it that, don't remember what they said, that they was going to send us home if they had the opportunity.
Hey, you remember here, ding, 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 ding,
right.
ding, 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 see ya.
Right. So we, we remembered that and got rid of them. We were actually staying in the same hotel with them. So
that's even sweeter. Then. That's even see, Vernon, I'm retired from playing and coaching, so I can talk noise. So y'all give me all the information, and I'll make sure it gets out there. So I have no problem. So we got past Pine Bluff. That's I would say that was a monkey off your back.
Yeah.
Then here comes the Gorilla.
The
Gorilla, Texas Southern.
Yes.
Okay, now, here's a little side note before we get carried away. No, let me do this first. 9 consecutive Western Division titles. Barker has been somewhat of a mentor and a close friend to you, frat brother and all that. But when it comes to the crunch, he always seemed to have that inside edge. But here comes the side note part. We handled them during the regular season. We took 2 out of 3 in the series. So now comes elimination process. You going up against, is it safe to call him a legend at this point?
Yeah.
It's safe to call him a legend. Your frat brother, mentor, friend. If you're going to beat anybody, say in order to beat a man, you got to beat the man.
That's right.
Okay? You go in there, and it was another nail-biting, dueling finish. You take care of that. What are the words that you guys exchanged at the end of this game?
He just told me congratulations. He was like, it's my time, it's our time, and he'll be rooting for us. And if I needed anything, before the game, just let him know. And, he was the first one. Once we got on the bus, when I checked my phone, he was the first text from a coach. Congratulate us. And so, it felt good. He's a rival. He's our rival, our biggest rival. So, felt good to beat him. Felt good to, like I say, get that monkey off our back. But, they was actually just in our way.
Right.
They was just another
in
team
the way of
in our
destiny.
way.
In the way of destiny. And now the table is set. You make it to the championship. And we know how it goes. And there's room on the bandwagon. Come on, y'all. Get on board. Okay. Oh, ain't no way TV going to do that. They got to beat them twice, and they at they feel. But karma is a beast, ain't it?
That's right.
Hey, you know what? You got to know, and this is for the old baseball brothers. Old Judge had to be somewhat smiling. Did you call heads or tail when you won the toss?
I let her call.
You let her call?
She called tail.
She called tail. Did she call tails twice?
No, I called the second time. I called head.
So a double head for a double battle in this double elimination process to get rid of Alabama State. And so the rest begins to take care of it. You come out strong. You score 3 runs in the first game in the first inning, setting the tempo and everything. And say, all right, we're going to do this. And then for the naysayers, you get past that game 1. The girls are, I'm pretty sure, just about on films, but the adrenaline is flowing so hard. The excitement is going somewhere, hey, babies, we got one more game.
One more. We came too far not to win this game. It was hot. They were at home. They had a locker room. They can go, chill out in their locker room. And, but
they're going to bless the food right now. Athletic Director Ashley Robinson. We're speaking with Vernon Bland. Pause just for a moment. Amen and amen, Dr. Meyer. Blessing the food and blessing the champions. We didn't have a crowd mic, so I didn't even think about that part, but we'll continue on. Now, Vern, both of us old. Do you remember what we was talking about?
The second game.
Oh, yes.
Going into the second game.
Okay, yeah, you got to help me, brother. I don't have all-timers just yet. I got some-timers. I can remember what I said, and sometimes I can't. But as you get into this second game, things are going, and you get a break off of 2 people, if we be honest with you, hadn't had the most stellar at the plate year. But when it counted, They can't play solid defense all year long, and I'm talking about what I call them the Williams sisters, even though they're not Williams sisters, Shelby Williams and Destiny Williams. Heads up running with Shelby Williams to end up at third base.
Oh, wow. That was a big play. It's something that we work on, though. You know, we let Shelby a running star, give it a steal sign, and Kiana laid the bunt down. And once that third baseman came in,
committed.
I put my money on Shelby and most third basemen.
Well, if she don't outrun them, she'll run through them.
All right. So yeah, that was a crucial play because actually we were talking about as hard as Destiny hit the base hit. I don't know if she scored from
right.
She hit the ball on the nose, and so it from third definitely she can score, but smart base running, clutch hitting by Destiny. Destiny had been struggling, and she came in against Texas Southern and pinch hit in the pinch hitters role and hit a 2-run homer to help bring us back in that second game, and from there she's been rolling. So just glad to get her back. Shelby and Kiana Hunter, they did what we thought they were gonna do all season. They just man, it's hard to mess with speed, and they put a lot of pressure. I don't know if it was A&M or Pamela. One of them had 6 errors, and a lot of it was forced by their speed.
Yes.
And Shelby caused the error by the first team shortstop ground ball to her, and Shelby with their speed, the girl looked up and had to make it rush throw. She threw it away, and the run scored from first.
Right, a double clutch in flight is what I call it. You double clutch, the ball took off, and the wheels were rolling. Now, we talked about it, and, of course, before we get a little bit further, Yaya was on fire.
On fire.
Yaya was flat out on fire. Athletic director Ashley Robinson said, I don't even know why they didn't pitch to her.
That's what I kept saying. I was sitting on third. I was like, well, here it comes. Here goes the time they're going to walk her.
Now, you pulled some moves, and it was even someone was questioning right in the middle of an inning. You're talking about a tankersly reliving moment. You switched right fielders. Was that a gut feeling again, or was that just something that we didn't know the backstory on?
No, well, we actually had moved Gabrielle Fonseca to right field. She's really an infielder, but we were trying to find a way to keep her bat in the lineup. And so it just kind of how the batting order worked out. If she made the last out, then we just put a real outfield out there.
That's when Pennywell comes in.
From defense, we used Deja, we used Cameron Laverne to come in and, just kind of solidify the outfield position. She didn't miss a ball. Gabby didn't miss a ball.
No.
So we just didn't want
you didn't want out there in the clutch.
Just couldn't take a chance for non-outfielders to be out there to miss a ball.
Absolutely.
So that's what it was. And then the funny thing, she came on the bench and she said, every time you take me out the next play, they hit a ball there.
And that's exactly what
Well, I was like, I don't know if that was smart or lucky. So.
Well, you know what? Sometimes it's lucky to be smart. Right. And then if you're smart, they say you're lucky. So either way, all the breaks were falling for the Panthers. Now, I know it's not over till it's over. When did you realize in your gut that it was over, Judge?
So when that pop-up went up, I have been telling Coach Lane and A.D. Brittany Johnson that I have been having this dream. If my wife was here, she could tell you as well that the last out was going to be a pop-up in the infield. I didn't know if it was who it was going to be to. I said, but I remember the last out being a pop-up. And when that pop-up went up, I just kind of dropped my head. I didn't catch the ball. I just dropped my head and said, thank you, Jesus.
I know that's right. I know that's right. And the floodgates opened up.
Man.
20 years of drought. As they say, let my people go. PV Nation is back in the champion circle again, and as many weeks we're celebrating champions. Last week was Coach Chris Clay bringing home the men's title for the track division, and then you'll appreciate this, Vern. I got you here, and I teased your athletic director. If it's not a Sigma thing, it's going to be a Panther thing as far as I'm concerned. We got 2 alum that lead the team to come back and get the championship. But then there's golf. Can you say golf?
Golf.
There's a PV connection with the golf.
No, one our
old teammate, your frat brother, son was on. So it took a Panther all the way around to bring the champions back in town. So when you see that, we walked on these yards together. We traveled on some of the most horrible buses. The way they travel now, boy, we just thought we died and went to heaven. But you bring all this back and you come back a champion. Summarize that if you could.
Man, this is just a feeling that, it got to the point I didn't know if I was going to ever experience. I knew we had the talent. We've always had the talent. We just, for some reason, we hadn't put it together. But this year we had some adversity early on, and then we had a funeral.
Yes.
For we said we were going to bury all the BS.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a
and that's balls
funeral.
And strikes, if y'all wondering what that is.
We had a true funeral where the girls wrote down the things that they were going to do better to help the team, or what they weren't doing, wrote it on a piece of paper. We put it in a makeshift casket and set it on fire.
Okay.
And so we just went on a roll from there.
And it's amazing how the in-house meetings can turn and blossom into something as special as we have it right now. Coach Vernon Bland and the Lady Panthers, they're enjoying, I guess, another celebration meal. The celebration will come. But I know you got to get back and mingle with some folks. We're going to have the selection here. Will you come back, man, once they decide who it is that we're going to be facing off against, and we'll talk about it a little bit more?
Okay.
All right. Hey, man, appreciate you. Love you, man.
Love you
You know what? You give a shout out to your baseball brothers in the group chat, man.
Hey, shout out to B5B. And those of us who are in Five Bank of Thinking.
Man, did you just say that?
Yeah, we hit that ball, man. We hit that ball.
Bye, Vernon.
All right.
Coach Vernon Bland, head coach of the Lady Panthers softball team, 2018 SWAC champions. As a matter of fact, Vernon, if you send one of the young ladies over here that we could, it doesn't matter who you're seeing, just tell them to identify themselves and we'll go from there. I'm doing fine. How you doing? Hold on. Come on over here. Put your plate down. And look, she put it way down over there too. We wasn't gonna eat off your plate unless you was offering and everything. You all mic'd up and ready to go? All right. Tell everybody who we speaking with.
Ashley Higgins.
I don't know no Ashley Higgins. Who is Ashley Higgins?
I'm from Belleville. I'm the pitcher of the softball team.
You're the pitcher of the softball team?
Yes,
How you doing, Ms. Higgins? Congratulations,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Hey, a little bit different than it was from last year, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot different.
A lot different.
Yes,
last year, I know you were saying, Lord, we need some help, and help came it, right?
Yes.
And so you were able, you in combination of your staff, man, it was a beautiful thing to witness, a beautiful thing to report on. You're summarizing this. You still got a little bit more time left. How do you captivate and close all this up in one statement?
Greatness.
Greatness.
The team we have this year is just great.
Yes. And you know what makes this a team, and I've been saying it all week, all season, it's the defense.
Yes, sir.
It's the defense that has really, really, and I might tip my hat to you, ma'am, you play your position well, you defend. When you're able to defend that circle, that's like an extra infielder that can go ahead and get that thing done. But this was not an accident. This was preparation, hard work, dedication. And Coach Bland talked about the mock funeral, and where everybody, when they accept the responsibility and accountability of being a better person and a teammate, and I won't ask you in detail what it was, but could you feel the burden being lifted once that mock funeral was over with?
Yes, sir. We all decided to come together as sisters, come together as a team, and accept it. Yes,
and
sir.
with that being accepted, you're PV champions now. I mean, not PV champions, but you're SWAC champions. And
yes,
that's
sir.
something, Ashley, that you will never, ever, ever have to live down ever again. You'll be a champion when you get my age.
Yes,
now, I don't know if you've seen the video, but I owe you an apology. Now, I apologize online, but I'm apologize to you since you're right here. I got so excited, I called you Angela Higgins instead of Ashley Higgins. But they knew the Higgins I was talking about.
Sir.
Okay, so do you accept my apology?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now look, you guys come in, you get these 6 games in a row. What is that like for you mentally as you actually going through that process?
It was go hard or go home.
Go out or go home.
Go hard or go home.
Go hard or go home.
Every game was an elimination game, so we knew if we didn't win, we were going home.
And you did not want to come home until you had the champion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I told Miss Thurston she better not come back without the championship, but she was going to have to relocate and do some things. So I've allowed her to come back. She's actually coming on a flight, and she might be back for all I know. I don't know. Well, look, Ashley, I know we're going to be finding out here in a matter of moments of where you're going to be playing. I want to congratulate you again. Would you like to give a shout-out to anyone right now?
A shout-out to my team.
A shout-out to your team?
To my teammates.
To your teammates. What about the people back at Belleville in Austin County? That's not that far from here.
No, sir, it's not. To my dad and all my Belleville supporters.
The Lady Brahmas?
Yes, sir.
All right, with them red and white.
Yes,
sir. Because it's all about the purple and gold right now, right?
Yes,
all right,
sir.
Ashley, thank you so much, daughter.
Thank you.
You enjoy. If you don't mind, you send either Kyle or Ward, anybody else, just tell them to come on by and see her, brother. Can you do that? All right, Miss Ashley, not Angela, y'all. Ashley Higgins, one of the key components in the circle for the Lady Panthers as they were able to come through. We talked with Coach Vernon Bland, and we'll be talking to him momentarily once we find out who and what the Panthers will be taking on here when the selection process begins. This is the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, with a special edition of the Panthers and their selection Sunday. Happy Mother's Day, as a matter of fact, as we still – hi, Miss Kyler. We're going to get you mic'd up here. You put that on and let me know when you're ready to go here. Okay. You're feeling comfortable?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Sunshine?
I'm doing great. How are you?
All right. I don't have to tell you, but you're one of my favorites. You already knew that, all right?
Thank you. And I do know that.
You do know that? You do know?
Sure.
Well, I've said this, and I'll keep saying it and beating the drum. It seems cliche, but defense definitely wins championships.
Yes, sir.
And you've been consistent.
Thank you.
Since you were a freshman.
Thank you so much.
And I'm going to fight the emotional part back because it's like watching a daughter grow up and did a fine job.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it so much.
Well, give us your recap on how this weekend went for you.
Okay, so this weekend we go out and, we don't hit so well. We're struggling hitting, and we lose the first game. So when we lost the first game, we all got together, and we were just like this is our mission. We came here to do a job, and we came here to be SWAC champs. And we knew it was going to be hard. We knew we had to go up 5 games. Instead of playing 4 games, we had to play 5 games. And playing 3 games in one day is not like slug ball anymore. No, it's not.
No.
Well, every single game, I kept on telling myself, we have a mission, and it's God's plan, and we are getting to this spot. And every day we said we had heart, we have heart. We kept on going. And then the very last play, I asked God, I just asked him, I said, I want this ball hit to me. And sure enough, he gave it to me.
And a candy pop-up.
Yep.
A candy. You didn't have to work. I didn't want you to work too hard, but you worked hard enough. And for those that might not be familiar with baseball, softball terminologies, when we're talking about flash and leather, that means this young lady is not dropping anything. Nothing's getting past her. She's a vacuum down there at third base, played stellar defense, and got some clutch hits when needed to. And that's the thing about softball, baseball. The hits are not going to always come through, but the defense has to come through every time.
Defense wins ball games.
It wins championships.
It wins championships.
Say it like you mean it. It wins.
Defense wins championships.
All right, you're sounding hoarse. You've been having a great time, I know, hollering and enjoying yourselves right now. I know you've had a chance to talk to Pop on this trip
Oh,
back.
yes, sir.
And how is he feeling right about it?
He's just like, you've been waiting this for 12 years, and you finally got it, and I'm proud of you, and I love you, Dad. Couldn't do it without you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So right now they're setting up the time for the selection, when you're going to play, who you're going to play. It really doesn't matter at this point. You're SWAC champions. Now, Coach Bland also shared with us that there was a little special incentive to make sure that University of Arkansas Pine Bluff went home with a big smile on their face.
Oh, yes. Yes, we did. They just, you know, we just believed in ourselves, and we just kept on going with, like, ups and downs. We just kept on going.
Kept going, kept fighting through. And you talked about the 5 games, but it took you 6 wins.
6 wins, yes, it did.
To become the champion.
6 wins.
6 wins to become the champion. And how strange is it to have to beat the home team, even though they're not the home team as far as at-bats go, but beat them not once but twice. You know, and not in between days, but in between a matter of 30 minutes, and handle them convincingly.
Yes.
You know, so I tip my hat to you, young lady. You said hi to Pop once, but would you like to share anything with anyone at this particular time?
I just want to thank everybody that helped me and had confidence in me. My aunt, my uncle, my dad, my stepmom, my mom, everybody that just believed that I could do it when I was down. Everyone, just thank you so much.
All right, well, we got to give them one before you get off of here. PV.
You know.
All right, Miss Ward Flowers, thank you so much. We are going, as a matter of fact, whoever you send next, just tell them to come on and identify, and we'll get them right on in the hopper, all right?
Yes, sir.
All
thank
right,
you.
Thank you. Miss Kyla Ward Flowers, Gold Glove third baseman skills. Just no other way to put it. This young lady is the real deal. She lets her glove do the talking for her as we're getting the next person in line. Make sure you got it on right. You got it? Got the mic in front of you?
Sir.
All right. Go ahead and introduce yourself, young lady.
Hi, I'm Larissa Hernandez. Everyone knows me as Yaya.
Yaya Hernandez. MVP?
Yes, sir.
MVP
in all teams tournament.
MVP, all SWAC tournament, Yaya Hernandez. Coach Bland and I talked about it, and you know how I feel about y'all, but you was on fire, girl.
Yes, sir.
You was hotter than a firecracker on the 4th of July.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, all right, give us a recap. Now, a lot of people don't understand when we talk about a zone, everything looked like it was in slow motion to you when you had to play, didn't
Yes. Yes, it did.
Go ahead and explain it.
Throughout all my games?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Make sure we get the mic on you good enough. Okay. There you go. Go ahead.
Well, just going into the tournament, we were determined to win, and we just went in there thinking, you know, this is our time. It's our game. Every single game is our game. So when we lost that first one, we were kind of like, you know, it was kind of like a letdown, but we said we're not going to be sent home. We were determined to get this ring because it was our time. Going throughout, like, every game, through when I was hitting, I just knew that my team needed me, and any possible way that I could do. If I wasn't doing well hitting, there was one game I didn't hit. It was against TSU, and I knew that my girls would pick me up, but I was there to help them out on defense. Throughout the other games, I just was there thinking, you know, my girls need me. I'm going to hit the ball. I'm not going to try to kill it. Just going to make contact and hit the ball in the gaps, and that's what I did. And my mentality was Sandlot ball. Like the movie Sandlot is what I always refer to. I was playing Sandlot ball, and I was just letting loose and letting go, and it was just awesome, that feeling of that ball connecting with the bat, and that was a great feeling. When I hit my grand slam, I was thinking I know I had to have like a strike on me or 2 strikes on me, I think. Every single hit that I got, I was very deep in the count. I either had 1 strike and no balls or 2 strikes, and when I hit my grand slam, I went up there and I told myself, I said, just see the ball, make contact. And I was talking to myself, and I always pray to God before I go up to that. And I was just asking him, you know, give me power and strength to help my team out, just help us to reach towards our goal. And so when I hit that, as soon as I made contact with the ball, I felt it. I knew it was a hard shot, and then I saw it soar over, and it was just an awesome feeling. I knew that from then on, like, we were just going to fly. I also told my team, you know, we were
you know when a roller coaster takes off, it's an incline, and it just keeps on going. I said, we're going to keep on going to the top, just keep on going and keep on going. I always told my team, you know, a big thing was heart. For me as a player, I love the game. I've been playing since I was 5, and so heart was what got me through the games, and I was not going to back down. I told myself, heart is what is going to get you through it, and to not give up, and I was there to help my girls, and heart is what got us through the championship game, and it was just awesome.
Absolutely. It was awesome to watch. And for the record, once the ball was hit, it was a no doubt. It wasn't no, is it going to get out of here? That thing was gone before you know it. And you just said something that is so key. Good hitters are not trying to hit the ball out. They want to make hard contact every time they come up. And when you're consistent with that, and let's go back, you were player of the week, the final week of the regular season, because of your hitting displays, ripping the cover off the ball. You come through, and you're human. You have a flat moment against Texas Southern, but that's where the team concept comes in. Everybody picks each other up. The next person is going to pick the next person up, and then it comes in. Now, you going these 6 games. It's been chronicled. It's been you taking care of Valley. You're taking care of Pine Bluff. You're taking care of A&M. You're taking care of Texas Southern. And people would think, okay, that's enough to say, whoa, but now you got to catch your breath real quick because you got back-to-back games coming up. In your mind, when did you know that, hey, we're about to be the champs? When did it sink through to you, we're about to win this thing?
As soon as I knew from the beginning that Saturday morning, as soon as we beat TSU, we were not going to be stopped. So as soon as we beat that game, I said, oh, yeah, this is ours. We're taking home SWAC champs. That's going to be us. And that first game against Alabama State, you know, we came out the gate hitting the ball. We were doing awesome and doing great.
Scored 3 runs, as a matter of fact, in the first inning.
Yes, we did. And it was just from that first game is just what I keep referring to because I knew right then and there that was ours. It was our game, and it was our championship, and we brought it home, and that's what we did.
Well, you just heard a roaring of applause. The ESPN has just come on. And we're going to soon find out who the Lady Panthers will be facing in this first round. Do you have a preference of where you want to go?
You know, a lot of us are saying A&M because we faced them last year, so we're SWAC champs and we're ready to take them on.
Well, I heard that, Yaya. Congratulations,
Thank you
little
so
mama.
much.
You know we're proud of you. We love you guys.
Thank you so much.
And you know what? I did it with Ms. Ward Flowers. I might as well do it with you. PV.
You know.
Now, before we get out of here, you want to give a shout-out to anybody in particular? You want to say hello?
I do. My family in California, they are always supporting me, my mom, my dad, and I want to thank God just for putting me in this position. Without him, I wouldn't be here where I am, and my dad with those endless practices and ongoing tournaments, and my family was just there supporting me the entire time, telling us that, you know, you guys can do it. I have family all over back in California, and they were rooting us on from the beginning as soon as we entered the tournament. So I love them, and I thank them for pushing me through the softball years, and we're still going to keep on going. I still have one more year. We're going to bring another one home.
You got one more year. Yaya Hernandez, SWAC tournament MVP, all-conference, miss everything, champion, bringing it home for the Panthers. Congratulations, little mama. Go and enjoy the rest. And send the next person on down the line, all right?
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Yaya Hernandez coming through, talking. The selection will be coming up here in just a moment. The radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, here with you as we are getting these young ladies. All right, they are fired up and ready to go. You heard Yaya say they got a special request for A&M. They just might get that request. They're waiting here for the selection to come across here. We are in the Panther Room on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. Mike Prince here with you live by way of the Open Mic Broadcast Network, obn-radio.com. Okay. As you ready to get you do one? Go ahead, sir. As we get mic'd up and let us know when you're good to go. Tell everybody how you doing, man.
Man, we're feeling very, very good right now, Chris.
You're very, very, very good. Go on and introduce yourself, bro. I know you. They don't know you. That's this, man.
Well, my name is Coach Joseph Lane.
That ain't your name. That ain't your name. What's your name?
Call me Rollo.
You're Rollo. And not Sanford and Sons, Rollo.
Yeah. This is my 8th season as an assistant coach here with the ladies Panthers softball team. It's been a great ride.
Been a great ride. When you see this thing come to fruition, man, and you've had some good teams, but there are only a few championship teams. What is it that you saw with these young ladies back in fall ball, leading up through the challenges to where you are right now?
One of the things we talked about this season is we made our motto is just to respond. So whatever adversity that the girls face, I challenge them to respond. We also talked about that pressure can do two things. It can either form diamonds or it can bust pipes. And so we never accept pressure as a team. We always wanted to keep the pressure on team and see what they're made of. And so we just continued to challenge the ladies, and they responded. And so we warmed up at the right time. They kept hot, kept the foot on the pedal, and they wanted this thing. We deserved to be there, and we took it from there.
We're talking, I'm going to call him Rollo. But as a matter of fact, I didn't know what your real name was for many years. Who is that? Oh, you're talking about Rollo. Okay, but no, we're talking, and it's crazy, man. We were young guys at one time bouncing around here. Now we're old guys, and I don't know about bouncing, but we're getting around. So when you see this thing come through, there's a long kinship, a long friendship with you and Bland. And there's some dark moments when you're trying to build a program and get over that hump. At that moment when you guys realized you were champions, if you could, without going into too much detail, what type of pleasantry did you all exchange with each other?
Well,
I know Vernon cried, but besides that.
Yeah, he shed a couple of tears. I think that we all did. It's been a long time coming. And the first thing, in the midst of the celebration, the first thing he did when he saw me was just say thank you. And we've been friends for a long time. We've been teammates for a little bit as well. And so, it was just good to be able to share that moment with him. The one thing about both of us is we're both arrogant guys, not in the sense of being big-headed, but we want to win. We want to win. We feel like that we can be the best in situations. And so we just challenge each other to pull out the best in the girls. So just to see it unfold the way that it did, it was just amazing. To be able to share that moment with him, to help him reach his 100th win earlier this season, to help him win the Coach of the Year last year. This just kind of put the icing on top of the cake.
I was going to say he might get it again this year, especially the yeoman's job that was done throughout the tournament. But I made mention, spoke with Coach Bland earlier, the big significant difference between this year's team and last year's team was your pitching depth, and the defense seems to improve even better than what it was.
Right. So what we tried to do this year from a defensive perspective is we tried to make sure we did a lot of analysis on our opponents. Coach Bland gave me the green light as far as doing all the studies, and he took a lot of my recommendations. We were able to have a more strategic game plan going into games this year that kind of made us be a little bit more analytical in the areas as it matched up with the pitching that we was throwing against. So we were able to put the girls in the right place to be successful on the field. We were able to make the proper shifts at the proper time to go ahead and make it a little bit easier for us to get out. Then it helped that our pitchers kind of dominated. They kept great mound composure. They wanted the big moments. Nobody was scared of being in bases loaded, no out situations. So just having them tough on the mound and having a strong defense behind them made us to be a better team defensively. We knew the bats were going to light up sooner or later, and they got hot at the right time.
Well, that's the thing about it, especially in tournament play. Your bats are going to go hot and cold, but that defense got to stay consistent. And one thing about the Lady Panthers, they were top fielding percentage team throughout the conference, and it showed throughout the course of this tournament.
Yeah. So again, we wanted to just keep the games close enough until the bats get hot. We knew we had big sticks in the lineup that could drop a long ball at any given moment. We changed up our hitting philosophy a little bit, make us more strategic in situational hitting. And so, again, offense win ball games, defense win championships. So we spent a lot of time working on our defense in order to be able to control the offenses of other teams in the conference. We had a pretty tough non-conference schedule that prepared us, and we just went with it.
Yes, sir, went with it and got it done, winning 6 games in a row. we're both kind of being mesmerized right now. We're trying to find out exactly what the draw is. Now, the young ladies have been, well, Yaya in particular says she wants A&M because of an earlier contest, and they feel like they want to go out and display that they can play on the same diamond.
Yeah, well, in my opinion, the only people that are afraid of competition are those individuals that are afraid that they can't win. And so we want to teach our girls to try to reach their full potential in everything that they do. And so it doesn't matter who we play. We're going to go out and we're going to give it our all to try to put the best product on the field and give ourselves the best opportunity to win.
Absolutely. The Panthers getting ready. If you can, we'll see if you can locate Miss Destiny Williams. And before we do that, man, I want to give you a chance to give some shout-outs to some folks.
First, I want to shout out to my wife, Tanil. She spends a lot of time with the kids when I'm away. I'm on the road and working at my other jobs and all that. So I just want to tell her thank you for her support and her permission to continue working.
Hey, get that right, bro. You've been married almost as long as I have.
Yeah, 18 strong years.
Well, I got 28, though. But
so all my family, and I want to thank all the girls for being receptive and responsive to the things that we were trying to get them to understand and to buy into with the program. Mr. Robinson, athletic director, Mr. Robinson, and the whole administrative family in the athletic department.
All right, Brother Rollo. We're going to, if you can, try to see if you can find Miss Destiny Williams for me, and we'll come back and we'll get Coach Bland once the selection has been made. The Panthers are waiting the opportunity to get to see who they'll face off against here in this regional tournament play here for the 2018 campaign. The Lady Panthers are gathered around the table. As the naming them now, Florida Seminoles are being named. There will be a home team hosting the first round of the regionals. And they are waiting. The Auburn Tigers are going to be hosting around. And so they are going to be doing a whole lot. We are right in the middle now, live from the Panther Room on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. The Panthers getting ready for their selection choice of who they will be facing in this round, the first round of play. As getting a young lady mic'd up here is Miss Destiny. Okay. Let me know when you're ready to go. You got that thing around your head?
Yes.
How you doing,
Good.
Mom?
How are you?
All right. You know I talked to your daddy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let me before we get too formal, introduce and let folks know who you are.
Hi, my name is Destiny Williams. I'm a redshirt junior for Prairie View softball team, and I play second base.
Did you say you play second base? I'm gonna say it for you. You mastered second base. How about that?
I what?
You mastered.
Okay. Yes. Is there a link that my parents can go to, or where do they go to? If they
what they want to do, if they want to listen to this, they can even listen by dialing 724-444-7444, and they 724-444-7444, and they'll enter the code 46493. And if that doesn't work for them, they can go to the website, obn-radio.com, and click on the player on the front page.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no, thank you, young lady. Now, a lot of people, and I try not to keep people's, personal stuff because they're personal moments, but you're kind of special to us, aren't you?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Do you want to tell them, or am I going to tell them?
Well, I attend Temple of Refuge. This is Pastor Princess Church here in Prairie View. Me and a couple of my teammates try to go as often as we can.
Go ahead and call them out. Tell him.
My teammates, Kat Pennywell and Kiana Hunter.
Amen. And we are truly rejoicing and excited for you guys. And then there's another little twist to it. Go ahead and tell them all of it.
Also, my dad is Pastor Prince's frat brother.
And that is?
He's a Sigma.
Yeah. Well, look here. Let's get this thing out the gate. You'll probably be here by the time they call who the selection process is, but that's okay. Give a shout out to Brother Hugh and to Mother Williams. Thank you all so much for allowing your baby girl to come be a part of this Panther family. And it's a thing that we cherish, and hopefully, especially whether you become a champion or not, but the memories here have been great enough for you to have some positive moments here at Prairie View.
Yes, it's been great. My teammates, I couldn't be anywhere where I am today without any of my teammates. They have truly made me the player that I am today, and I couldn't imagine having a SWAC ring with anybody else.
Right. Now, you had just a little bit tapering off the hitting that you've been accustomed to doing, but
yes,
you had some clutch hits, and none more clutch than to get the go-ahead run during the championship run. But what's the constant struggle when you know you can hit, but you're not getting the hit? You're hitting it either right at somebody or not getting that full contact on it. But the defense was stellar, Mama. The defense was on point.
I know. It was kind of hard being out there during the regular season when I wasn't hitting the ball right. But when I needed to come through, I came through for my teammates. We did. Oh my goodness! Here go my teammates.
Well, hey, you want to join in with them? Go ahead from right here. You can do it. We'll say it while you're on the mic.
I don't know how to do it. They do it. A ding dong 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 dong. A ding dong 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 dong. A ding dong.
Lady Panthers getting hyped
A
up.
ding dong 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 dong. A ding dong 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 dong. A ding.
Well, I won't do the version that we used to do when we did the ding dong. A little bit. Yeah. This is the 21st century twist, the ding dong. They are really going. We're talking right now with Destiny Williams, and Destiny spells her name uniquely. Instead of a Y, you got two E's.
Yeah.
Is there a story behind that?
Well, my mom said that when I was born, I wasn't really necessarily planned, but she just knew that.
You were playing. It just wasn't they playing.
Yeah, it was God's plan.
That was tell your mom it was Brother Hugh's fault.
It was God's plan. So I was destined. She said I was destined to be here, but she didn't want to fill it the normal way. She wanted to be different.
Right.
So that's where she came up with
that is always a story behind the story. And by the way, happy Mother's Day, not only to Mother Williams, but to all the mothers throughout the course. Now, you're getting back on, and it seems like every ball in a clutch situation was being hit to either you or Kyla Ward Flowers.
Or Alexis Freeman.
Yeah, Alexis Freeman. It was like the defense was so impressive, and I've always watched it throughout the course of the season, and I knew then it was something special about this team.
Yeah, definitely. We made, toward the end, it was kind of hard. We made some errors in some really tough games, but when we needed to make those really tough plays for our pitchers to back them up, we made them. There were some times when Christopher Steele was like, nobody's scoring. We would huddle up, and we would knock it down, and nobody was scoring.
Well, you did great, and what a heads-up play when Shelby Williams advances to third base. It's clutch time in the bottom half of the sixth inning, and who comes through with the clutch hit?
It was me.
What her name is?
Her name is Destiny.
Her name is Destiny because she was destined to be in that position.
Sir. I know. I knew that we needed that hit at that time. I just settled down at the plate and was like, it's just a hit. There's nothing special to it. Just hit the ball.
That's right. It's like what you've been doing all your life, right?
Yes.
Now, I know your daddy was very emotional because I talked to him as soon as the game was over.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, I know he was there. Now, just without going into too much detail, what was the daddy-daughter exchange once you became a champion?
It was just no words to describe. There's no words to describe it.
No words to describe it. Now, I know that Mom and Dad are listening or will be listening to at least the rebroadcast. What you want to say to them right now?
I didn't hear you.
I said, what do you want to say to Mom and Dad right now?
Oh, I love them so much, and I thank them so much for making the player that I am today and the woman that I am today, and I couldn't be anywhere without them.
Well, this young lady is definitely a young woman. I said went to Jamaica for some foreign exchange studies over the summer, and just outstanding. Let me say this in her presence, and I'm not just saying this because she's but the ideal daughter that you would like your son to bring home and say, Daddy, here's my future wife.
Yes, I try to be.
Proud of you, all of you. But, you know, I'm kind of somewhat responsible for you on the spiritual side while you're down here, and I don't take I don't take that for granted. And you can tell the folks that listen, I promote PV, rain, sleet, snow, or shine, right? Huh?
What'd you say?
I said you can verify that I support Prairie View, rain, sleet, snow, or shine.
Oh, yes, anything for PV. Pastor Cook is going to be there.
And look, part of my weekly church announcement is the Prairie View Athletic Department sports update and whatever it is. But we have a grand old time. We're proud of your daughter. Go back and enjoy your friends. I need you to track down either Kiki or Shelby for me if you don't mind. All right?
I'll get one.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Destiny Williams, SWAC champion of Tucson, Arizona, coming through. Give a shout out to brother and sister Williams. Thank you all so much for entrusting your baby, not only with PV but with Temple of Refuge. We might not be the best, but when we do our best, God is always pleased. That's one of our little mottos at the Temple, and we do not take it for granted. And with that being said, we're getting ready to getting set up for our next. You ready? Okay, very good. Very good. We're going to try to get Shelby lined up. Well, meanwhile, we're going to be waiting to see where exactly the Lady Panthers will be in this regional play. Right now, we are from the Panther Room on the campus of Prairie View A&M University, witnessing the selection show that comes on. And there we go. We're getting her mic up. How you doing? All right. You got your mics up here? Okay. All right. You ready? And we got liftoff. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, I'm Shelby Williams. Prairie View, Texas. I love it.
What you say?
Prairie View, Texas, right here.
Say it one more time.
Prairie View, Texas, right here at home.
Look here. I've been fussing since you've been on the roster coming from Waller. They got you from Waller, Texas.
Yep. Right there, Bulldog Nation.
Bulldog Nation, but you from Prairie View, Texas.
Yes, sir.
Welcome home, SWAC champion.
Thank you.
All right. Well, look, it's been an exciting time, and we were talking about the defense. The defense was outstanding. You and Kiki were thieves and bandits out there in the outfield. Wouldn't allow anything to come. But a lot of people don't realize that takes a lot of time together. That takes communication and the wanting the ball in your area. Give us a recap for you and your tournament.
I'm sorry, one more time.
Give us a recap for you and your tournament that you experienced.
For the tournament?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to turn your headphone up, too. Go ahead.
I will say that I think we did really a good job covering the outfield. You know, at the beginning of the year, we really kind of struggled communicating. Kiana and I are both very aggressive players. We both, at the beginning of the season, we both were fighting for that center field position. And so being in that position, usually center field kind of has control. So we're both used to having control of that position, so we struggled at the beginning of the season. But I think the tournament, we worked well together, and we complemented each other very well out there. We did a very good job of just covering the ground. You know, I mean, of course we had our little oopsies sometimes, but I think we did a good job. Yeah. Sometimes we had them, but I think the tournament we did a good job of doing that. And, you know, Coach Rallo really expected a lot from us, so I think I hope we made him proud.
Well, I'm quite sure that you not only made Coach Rallo, Coach Bland, PV Nation, future PV Nation fans, and everybody that's involved. Now, this is special for you. Of course, we just made mention in reference that you go to Waller. And I always say every chance I get during the broadcast, this is a student athlete. This young lady was powerlifting state champion, right? What was it? I won't tell the weight. I'll let you tell the weight. What was the weight that was it 118,
I benched 120. I think that was the max I ever did. In deadlift, the max I hit was about 365. Unfortunately, my senior year, I didn't get to finish up and go back to state, but it was a lot of fun doing that, honestly.
Now, how does that help you as becoming a better softball player?
I'll say, like, using a lot of strength definitely helps with playing softball, but I think it definitely helps with a lot of, like, mentality. You know, it helps with it was just me versus this weight. So now in the game, it's me versus this ball, or me versus, I don't necessarily take everything to heart, and it's just, leave it all out on the field. Just like when you're on the platform lifting that weight, leave it all out on the platform.
Leave it all out on the platform. And we talked about it was not your atypical hitting season for you, and I know that has to be a strain on you mentally, but you got to keep telling yourself, I got to still make my plays defensively, and the hitting comes around, and lo and behold, when it needed most, you come through with the hit and the heads-up running play. You were running like a woman on a mission, like it was a dog chasing behind you. You went right through. If they had to put up the brakes, you was coming anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I joked in the dugout after that play. I said, I don't think I've ever ran that hard in my life. Like, I ran so hard. I don't know if I've ever done that before.
Absolutely. So then you come through. You're sitting at third. All right. It's just been announced. And where do they say we're going?
College Station, Texas.
College Station,
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. All right, you're going right down the road. How do you feel about hearing that right now?
Glad, because, I'm from here, so we'll have all the family out there watching.
All the family out watching. I know everybody's excited. It's just been announced. The Lady Panthers will be going right down to College Station to take on Texas A&M Lady Aggies, the Lady Aggies.
Yes,
Shelby, I know you guys in the middle of celebrating right now. I want to give you an opportunity to give some shout-outs and say hellos and goodbyes as we get ready to shut this report down.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, say thank God for everything. He's, blessed me a lot. Blessed beyond belief, honestly. And my family, Philip, my boyfriend, and my teammates.
You had to slide old Philip.
Yeah, I had to put him in there.
Hold on, wait a minute. I didn't want to cut. Philip Gay is a former baseball player at Prairie View, left-handed, award number 13, I believe. And you tell him old Doc said hello, okay?
I sure will.
Okay, go ahead, carry on.
Thank you, Waller Nation. Y'all always support me. Thank you.
All right, and you want to say Happy Mother's Day to your mom?
I'm sorry, one more time.
You want to say Happy Mother's Day to your mom?
Oh, yes, Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you.
Is Mama close by?
She's in the back of the room.
She's in the back. You know what? You go get Mama real quick because Mama works on campus, and she's part of. You go get Mama real quick.
Okay.
We're gonna slide her in here. Miss Shelby Williams celebrating the championship. She's going to get her mom, and that's what we do here. It's all about family. The Panthers have just got the word that they will be taking on the Aggies from A&M as they come forth to get ready to go through. All right, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, we're coming right on. We're going to see if Miss Williams, we can get her mic'd up here and set and ready to go. Come on down here. Don't be I know you're not going to be no stranger. We're going to get you mic'd up and get that on there, and you get that position, and we'll be ready to go there. How you feeling, young lady?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Well, congratulations, Mama.
Thank you.
I was fussing at Shelby. We watch these babies grow up, and you know that I got a little tie to the community, just like you got a tie to the community. What it's like for you, Mama, witnessing your baby become a champion?
She's worked very hard since she started softball as a little bitty girl. So I'm pleased that she's finally able to get that accomplishment.
Yes, ma'am. And I know she's hoarse. Everybody else is hoarse. Now I'm about to put you on the spot. Did she take that athleticism after Mama or Daddy?
Oh Lord, you know it's her daddy.
Right. Happy Mother's Day to you, by the way, as well.
Thank you.
Now you get a chance. And then she's still allowing old Philip to hang around there, huh?
He's a good guy. He really is. So yeah, he's welcome.
He's welcome.
He's a good guy.
I got the official stamp of approval. So Philip, you're off the hook right now.
Yes, he is.
Well, look, when you're watching, you see your babies. They're going through. They have to go this hard way to get it done. And you, as a parent, I know you're Lord, please let my baby find her way and fight her way through this. And so were you able to talk to her at all in between games, during the trip, or during the tournament at all?
You know what? I do talk to Shelby, but I really don't hold anything back with Shelby. I love my kids, and I don't want to see them go through these struggles when they're going through them, but they're adults now, and they have to figure out how to work this stuff out. So when she's wrong, sometimes I have to tell her, look, you just have to suck it up, figure it out.
Figure it out.
So, yeah, I try not to pacify her because I want her to be a strong, independent young woman.
Okay, a strong, independent young woman, and that she truly is. It looks like now the table is set for Friday in College Station. I don't have to ask this question, but I'm going to ask anyway. Will you be there, Mama?
Ooh, us and I don't know how many more, probably a whole busload.
Hey, make it a home field advantage all the way through. And stranger things have happened.
There's a lot of Williams right here ready to go.
I know. Don't I know? We won't even get between the Williams and what's the other Fletchers, Walkers, Williams and Walkers. Boy, it's too many of y'all in the city limits of PV.
It is.
Well, look, just like we give everybody, we want to get a chance for you to shout out, say hello to anybody before we let you loose with your baby.
Just hello to my family, my kids, Dalton and Shelby, Veron.
Dalton, Shelby, Veron. And by the way, not only is she a PV resident, she's a PV employee. I'm sorry. Well, we was walking around here once upon a time.
I work at Waller County Sheriff's Office.
I'm getting you mixed up with your sister-in-law. Forgive me. Well,
that's okay.
It's all connected
Everybody
to the
does
family.
that.
Yeah, it's all connected to the family anyway. But look, once again, congratulations. Go out, and it's not too late. You got about 3 more hours before Mother's Day is officially over. So let them go get you some dessert or something, all right?
I had some banana pudding. It was really good.
Well, get some more.
We'll go home and put our feet up.
All right, Dan. Once again, thank you so much, Ms. Williams. As we get ready now, we're going to see if we can get Kiki Hunter, if she's still around. Kiana Hunter, and we can see if we can get her to come across over here. They're doing their chants right now. They're taking team pictures. They've just been identified to be playing against the Aggies of Texas A&M. They will be there on Friday, and we'll try to get more direct times and information on that just as soon as we can. We are very well spent right now, a little bit after 9:30, and they come and they getting team 20 is what they're saying. We'll figure it out. We see if we can get this in a couple. Hey, hold on! Don't go nowhere. We want to try to get any and every that wants to come on, be on board here. Okay. Oh, thank you. We are just about wrapping this down. Hello, gonna get mic'd up over here. We're gonna go to obn-radio.com. obn-radio.com. And we got you mic'd up. Young lady, introduce yourself to everybody that's listening.
My name is Kiana Hunter. I'm from Arizona.
Tucson in the house.
Tucson, Arizona.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm officially a graduated senior.
Yes, ma'am. And you did it the tough way.
I did it the tough way.
But congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And speaking of tough,
okay.
And I call you Kiki.
Yeah.
From everything. You don't mind me calling you
so
Kiki.
you're okay, yeah.
Okay, because I was tweeting Kiki to somebody out from left field. And it's hey, that's what I'm talking about. Now, here's something that that's what Rollo's saying there. But, yeah, it was extraordinary, awesome, and exciting to be a part of it. But we talked about tough.
Okay.
It's no secret to your story. You had to come through a tough way. You had to overcome injuries.
Yes, sir.
You had to overcome some scholastic setbacks.
Scholastic setbacks.
You like the way I put that, right?
Yes,
that sounds
was good.
doctoral.
That was better, actually.
You had to go through some scholastic challenges and setbacks. But you're sitting before us a champion.
Yes, sir.
No one can tell your story like you can, and there was a reason why I wanted you to come a little bit later.
Okay.
You, Destiny, Sister Pennywell, near and dear, all of you are near and dear to y'all know this, and but you fellowship with us, and we're family.
Yes, sir.
We're family, and I'm so proud of y'all.
Thank you. I'm so grateful to be here too. Honestly.
Tell your story, daughter. Tell your story.
From the beginning.
Tell yours. This is all about you, right?
Okay. Well, I used to play in Arizona at a JUCO, and
like I was in a bad situation. I got myself in a bad situation. I just wasn't taking my opportunity. I don't want to say I was taking it for granted. Honestly, I wasn't doing the right things I should have been doing. So I got in trouble there, and then Destiny Williams was here from her freshman year. So I got in contact with her, and she told me that I could come and find a home here to play. So I talked to Coach Bland, and he took me in. And my first year, I had to sit out to regain my academics back to where they should be. And then, so my first year back, I got eligible. And then out the gate, I was excited for practice. Everything goes great. And then with almost 9-10 games in, I tore my ACL. So then that was the tough one there. Mm-hmm. And when that happened, it was like a test of my inner strength. I know the first time I knocked myself down, and then for the second time, it was like I couldn't do anything about it. So when I got knocked down the second time, I was like, it really showed me my mental toughness. Like I've never been tested like that before. So I tore my ACL, and then I worked really hard to get myself back. And then this season, we get our first home game.
Yeah.
And me and Alyssa, the shortstop, we were going for a fly ball, and we collided. And so
you talking about everybody holding their breath like, oh my God, not again.
Yeah, we collided, and my repaired ACL it's still ripped a little bit. It has minor rips, and then the meniscus he fixed held up, but my inner meniscus ripped a little bit. So I've been holding out. I've been playing tough on a half hanging on leg.
On a half hanging on leg, showing grit, determination, and as I say, it's like watching your children grow up, and I like to thank you, your family, your teammates, for allowing us to serve spiritual food to you when you guys are in town.
We need it.
Well, we all need it. I don't take it for granted. No, we have a good time when we're there, and hopefully some life lessons that can help you carry on and build on down the road. And when you see this and you're going through and you know the stars are lining up, girl, you threw that girl out so far.
My aunt was there, and she tells me after the game, she's like, "Oh my God, did your arm hurt?" I was no.
It was like, and then, that's one of them days where you blow your finger. How dare you?
I was so excited. There's a video I have on my phone. I watched it over and over again. I threw that ball in so fast, and as fast as she got out, as fast as I ran inside.
Well, it was what they call on a rope.
On a rope.
No hops.
Oh my God.
Just straight on.
And I pumped twice because when I picked the ball up the first time, I had it in my hand. It was spinning. So then I saw the coach was standing here. All I saw was the back of the girl. I just seen her back, so I just said, "Let it go."
And she said, "No, she didn't. Not on my watch."
It was awesome.
And it was a play to end the inning.
That was
and that's when you could
like
tell.
That.
You know what? Something special is about to happen.
Yeah.
As you say, you're dealing with these injuries, not hitting the way you would want to hit.
Oh my gosh.
But the defense must stay consistent.
And that's like the hardest. I'm like really hard on myself. My mom's never been hard on me like my whole life. Even through football, she never yells at me. She doesn't tell me and I don't do anything wrong, and like that's why I'm like I'm my toughest opponent. I'm always barking down my throat. Like even in the box, like I noticed. I haven't been hitting the way I want, and I know that I could hit, but this weekend, like, I didn't think about any of that, and I came in clutch, like, whenever I needed any way I needed to be.
That's the whole thing.
Exactly.
When the defense is staying on point, the hits will come around. If you play this game long enough and you compete long enough, you're going to have flat moments at the plate, but you've got to stay consistent in the defense.
Because when you need it, it's going to come.
That's right. And when you know that you're capable, and then because when you're worried about hitting, it affects your defensively.
Exactly.
And so it all just worked this way out. But when it counted, you came to a clutch hit, down a couple of runs, get the key hits to get everybody back into it.
And it wasn't even like I was forcing it. Like, all my RBIs were just, like, solid swings.
But
they
were solid swings, but they were either up the middle or to left field.
Yes, sir.
What's up with that?
At the time I was just thinking, like,
you didn't think I was seeing all I know it.
Yeah, they were. I really did. Like this weekend. I can call it the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this weekend, like, I just was really proud of myself, and I wasn't even thinking about me. It was like everything I did. I noticed, like, if it was a hard shot out in the outfield, I literally turned around and I'm screaming at my teammate, "Run, run, run!" Like, I know it was deep enough for her to tag up. That's what it was for. It wasn't for me to get on. It was for her to score, and that's all I had to do.
That's it. So we're talking with Kiana Kiki Hunter, SWAC champion, a one of the 36 student athletes who graduated.
Yes,
this past
sir, graduated.
Weekend. Congratulations. So what is the next move for you, Ms. Kiki?
Well, I talked to Coach Bland. Like, I love softball so much, and, like, he honestly, this sounds so corny or cliche, but he, like, saved my life because I don't know what I would have done if I didn't get to come here. Like, he literally saved my life because I don't know what I was going to do.
Well,
it makes me want to cry.
No, let me tell you something. You've witnessed my adoration and love for Prairie View after church services, and I'm always promoting and talking about Prairie View, the university, and the city. Prairie View saved my life too, daughter. So I know what you mean. It's all good. It's all. We'll cry together. We'll cry together. It is what it is, and it's gonna do. And you don't need to be ashamed about that. As a matter of fact, I got a handkerchief. I think. There you go. Wipe your eyes.
I think.
Yeah, wipe your eyes. Okay, just don't blow your nose.
Okay. Oh my God.
You know, but that's what makes what I do special. It's not about a dollar sign.
Yeah.
It's about putting back in, and I call y'all babies. You know, I call y'all babies all the time. That you're able to watch a young woman turn into a full-grown, educated woman.
And that's what I had here, like whole.
Yeah.
The whole 360.
Yeah, you know, so when you talk about that thing, you learn life lessons. You got the most important thing that you came here for, and that was to graduate.
Yes, sir.
You became a champion, which you'll be affixed to for the rest of your days.
So when I put that ring on, I don't think it's gonna come off.
You don't think it's gonna come off?
I might get sensitive soap so it get tarnished in the water.
Right. So don't apologize. Don't feel shame. Because Prairie View does produce productive people. So
Amen. It does.
That sticks in your soul right now. You know, when you hear the alma mater being played or being sang, it will tear you up because you knew what it took for you to get yours. That's your PV story.
Yeah.
And I want to let you know, I don't say this to be a front, but I tell y'all every time, I love you.
I love you too.
And proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, and we still got some work to do.
We're not done.
We're not done.
And I know it just, like, for us to lose that first game and come back like we did, I know when we come to this tournament, like, we don't have anything to lose. We came from the bottom, like.
Started from the bottom.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I can't.
For real, and that's what I'm most excited for, to just see how tough we are, because we've already proved, like, we're dogs. Like, we proved what we have in us, and I think we're just scratching the surface.
Just now scratching the surface. We're with Kiki, Kiana, Hunter. I know that they've left us here all alone, but I want to give you an opportunity now to have some closing thoughts and some reflections as we get ready to let you go, at least just for a little while. At least.
Well, I honestly wouldn't want my journey to be any other way. I'm happy I tore my ACL because it just showed, like, how tough I really am, how tough our team is, how together we are. Like, if one of us falls, we never really are broken because we're so strong together. Like,
did Pennywell leave?
I think she went to the car.
Well, you know she got to get back over here.
Yeah, I can call her.
Yeah, you got to call her and get her back over here.
Okay.
I'll turn you down so they won't have you over here harassing her to get over. We are just doing a wrap up for those who have just joined us. The Lady Panthers 2018 SWAC champions have just got their call to go to College Station to take on the Lady Aggies on Friday, as they would come to be a part of the regionals for the first time in 20 years. The Lady Panthers will be getting ready to take care of business against College Station. Pennywell is too hoarse. Okay, well, just let her know. Well, we got you back, Mike. Pennywell's too hoarse to talk, and I do understand that. But once again, little mama, we're proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Been praying and sharing the message at the temple. Well, I hope you did. I'm not hoarse, but I'm tired.
It was just the vibe over there. It was crazy.
The vibe in Montgomery?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
like we played Texas Southern and we beat them here, so it was like we can't lose to them again. And then first game we took charge first game. You know, we ourselves. So when the second game started and it was 0-0, got those home runs. Their crowd's like super rowdy. They're like,
has Coach Bland left too?
I don't know. I saw him walk by a little bit ago.
Okay.
But it gets 3-0, and I turn around and I'm like, there is no way we're gonna lose this game right now. And I swear to the Lord, I turn around. He's right there. I turn around and I'm like,
just get his attention to come.
We're about to win this game 4-3, and that's how it's gonna go.
Absolutely, and that's the way it went.
That's how it went.
And did your homegirl come through?
Homegirl come through? Who come through? Stephanie?
Yeah, did your homegirl?
Yes, she did.
Did your homegirl
I
come
laid the
through?
punt down for Shelby to get to 3, and I went over to her because I got out at 1, but Shelby went to 3, so I ran up to Destiny. I said, "This is you. You got this." I shook her little helmet, and she popped the ball.
Oh man, did she popped it?
Popped it.
She hit that thing with some authority.
Yes.
You know, so look, you want to give a shout out? Did we get a chance to give you shout outs? I'm getting so confused and emotional over here.
Shout out to the fam in the tuck. No, Tucson, Arizona, all my family, because they're super. And also my Georgia family came. My Thea, she lives in Georgia, and she watched me. Supported.
Okay, well, we got to say this. Prairie View produces.
Productive.
Panthers.
People.
Oh, thank you.
People.
Okay, we'll
we're
let
Panthers
you.
Right now.
No, yeah, we're Panthers right now because you're on the prowl. You're on the prowl. And one more again, PVU.
No.
All right, Kiki Hunter, congratulations,
Thank
Mama.
you so much.
All right, go and get you some rest. The Lady Panthers will be back in action on Friday to take on the Texas A&M Lady Aggies as we are coming to a wind down here at the Panther Room. A lot of excitement. A lot of the ladies come in and out. We were able to talk with Yaya Hernandez, Miss Kiki Hunter, Destiny Williams, Shelby Williams. I'm trying to recall. Kyla Ward Flower, and all the young ladies that were a part of. We got a chance to talk with Coach Bland, Coach Rollo, and coming and going, and it's just excitement all over the air. The Panthers ready to get their regional game on as they are, I guess what's that, Highway 6 bound. That's what that is, Highway 6 bound to College Station as they will get ready here. We're going to get a chance to try to talk with Coach Bland one more time before he gets out of here. And waiting on him to make his way through. Coach Bland is going to be joining us here momentarily. We're on the wind down right now. The Panthers have gotten the draw to take on the Lady Aggies of Texas A&M. And, of course, we'll keep you tracked, posted, and covered on how things will unfold here. We want to thank Prairie View Athletic Department for allowing us to come through and be a part of this historic event. It's always good to socialize and talk with the young women, I guess you ought to identify them as they come through. Watching them grow up right before your eyes, you felt the emotional impact through Kiki Hunter's interview on just what Prairie View did for her, and she said it saved her life, and I can definitely relate to that, understand that part of it, and feel her from the very inner depths of her soul. And the Panthers are College Station bound. Panthers are 2018 WAC champions, winning 6 consecutive games. Started out with a loss against Alabama A&M. They take care of Mississippi Valley, come back to face Alabama A&M, take care of them. Then they head on to face up with the Golden Lions of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Hold them down. Then they go to take on the Texas Southern Lady Tigers. Take care of them. Stepped on the tiger tail and tossed them to the side. Then came the Lady Hornets. But you have to beat them twice. Fighting fashion. The Lady Panthers do just that and take care of business to defeat the Lady Hornets on their home field in Montgomery, Alabama, to bring back the championship for the Prairie View A&M University Lady Panthers. They got the draw on this evening, and they will be taking on Texas A&M Lady Aggies. And we will be giving you the updates by way of Twitter. And, of course, that is at Radio Guy, Twitter handle, RADIOGY. As we got Coach Bland to come in for the final little segment here of the evening. We'll get him re-mic'd. Getting all this is just as quick as they come, they're all gone. And we got Coach Bland again. Well, Coach, the young ladies were kind of asking for this. They got what they wanted. You're going to be going right down the road to Highway 6 to take on the Lady Aggies. How you feeling?
I feel pretty good. We played them last year. Made a couple of errors early, which let them get out of hand. You know, kept telling the girls, the longer we score this, the more the pressure is on them. You know, we playing with house money.
Playing with house money, and you know what? Like you said, you got nothing at all to lose.
Nothing to lose.
Now these young ladies are coming in with confidence that, hey, we're champions too.
Right.
As a matter of fact, if I might get just a little rude, you're the champions, they're not.
Right. We won our conference.
Right. So go in there and take care of business. And they put on that one leg at a time, just like everybody else does. If you cut them, they'll bleed. And you'll go in, and I know that the wheels are turning with you and Coach Rollo. I told him, I said, man, for the years, I didn't even know you had another name. It was always Rollo as far as we were concerned. But he talked about some of the moments that you had when you guys shared finally getting over that hump. PV Nation, of course, on fire. And I told you personally, you know, off the record, how you know, we've been supporting you all around, man. And let's just reflect. I know we got to go, man, and we ain't gonna start crying. You know, I got a handkerchief in my back pocket over here, but it's got to feel real nice, bro.
Oh yeah, this is probably one of the best feelings I've had. I know as a coach. One for my seniors, you know, Amanda and every class get a ring. Promised them we was gonna be competitive and ultimate pride for our conference.
Right. Now just, you know, as a reminder, because a lot of people think that it happens overnight. A lot of people think that it's like Jack and the Magic Beanstalk, but this has to be special because, you know, without getting too detailed, that was some personal attacks you had to survive.
Oh yeah, you know, Carlo was sitting around kind of reflecting.
Right.
Actually battling to keep the job. you know, not record-wise, just, you know, we had some other and so that really made it sweeter just to overcome that and to win one at my alma mater. You know,
and that's the trifecta, man. You come here as a student, you graduate, you have success on the diamond, and now you come back as a winning champion coach. That's the trifecta, brother.
Right.
You know, it doesn't get any better. And I'm always reflected back on Coach Raymond Burgess.
I was just about to say, you know, we talk about Coach Tank, but he was a great guy. Raymond Burgess was more of my mentor.
I think he talked a lot of us off the ledge.
Right. He kept the glue. He was the glue to our team, and so I wish I can, you know, get him a ring right now. He's the reason that I'm coaching now. He came and got me out of University College to help him and passed it down to me, and so fruits of his labor.
Yes, sir.
Keeping his program started.
Well, look, I'm gonna make you laugh just for a minute, and since you want to give him one, I'll take his.
I had an opportunity to talk to Coach A.D. James, who started the program.
Right.
So,
98, they won it.
All right, so he was, you know, congratulating us. And never forget where you started.
Absolutely, a very sobering moment. I still laugh and reflect, man. We got a lot of memories that we can't share over the air, but it's amazing, man, how God brings everything full circle.
You're right.
Absolutely amazing. Coach, Vernon, Sweet V, whatever. From the shy. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Proud of you, man. It's as old Sam said, it's been a long time coming.
I can't imagine. I always wondered what it was. Picture of the trophy. Me, my new friend, we call them hours.
I know that's right. And you know, it's amazing, man. And I think back, like you say, you were a business major in what, criminal justice? Business major. I was a communications major. I was tinkering around with this stuff, and I'm still tinkering around with this stuff now. And you go back, man, and you just don't think 30 years down the road. But Bird just said it, man. Look around you. He's going to be your friends for life.
And I remember us also saying that when they were building that new 290, we was going to be long gone before it's finished.
Man, they can talk all that 290 they want. I'll be back home.
And I'm ride on it every day.
Every day, and it's just a wonderful thing. Now, Vernon, we're going to wrap this up, man, and I want to give you a chance to just share and reflect and get some shout-outs, man, and then we'll say good night for the evening.
Okay. First of all glory to God, you know. Calling her Coach Pete, but he's AD.
She's not around here, is she?
Alicia Pete, no. For, you know, giving me this opportunity to host this program. Shout out to my wife for, you know, allowing me to stay away from home so much. You know, I leave home early in the morning. I get home late at night. I've been gone all week. I'm looking forward to going home. You know, this is her Mother's Day present for today. I thought I'll take out tomorrow.
Yeah, I said you got some making up to do.
Yeah, but today her present going to be this trophy.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Anything else, brother?
Just thank Panther Nation for the support. You know, everybody that came out today for the particular show to see us. So hopefully we get a big following down at College Station Friday at 6 o'clock.
Friday at 6 o'clock, the Lady Panthers will take on the Lady Aggies in round one of the regionals. And you know what? There's still some ball to be played.
Great Muhammad Ali said, shake up the world.
Shake up the world, baby, and I'm ready to help you shake it, too. And I might have to bring my bullhorn if they allow me to walk in the stadium with it.
I'm sure they're going to have plenty of them.
Yes, sir. They'll have plenty of them. Well, as always, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you all for joining us on this evening. Thank you for this special edition of the Panthers Softball Selection Show. Panthers taking on the Lady Aggies in Aggieland Friday. And if I'm not mistaken, that date on Friday is going to be 17th? No, or the 18th. May the 18th, the day before my birthday. So something to behold right there. And fortunately enough, the men Panthers baseball program will still be in competition on that Friday. So there'll be a doubleheader of tweeting and keeping updates of what's going on. Well, Vern, I know it's been a long ride. 10 hours is tough any way you look at it, but it's a little bit easier when you don't have to drive it.
Right.
But you still got to drive home, and we want to make sure that you get there safe and sound. As always, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow me on Twitter at Radio Guy. Instagram is Radio Guy 22. And don't forget, we're on the website at obn-radio.com, YouTube channel, Open Mic Broadcast Network. And if you happen to be in the TV Civic Limits, simply go to 87.9 FM. Until the next time, you guys be blessed. I am the Radio Guy, Dr. Mike Prince. On behalf of Prairie View Athletics and Softball Program, we say good night to all, and to all a good night, and we'll see you on the other side.